and welcome to the Ulrik Show.
Not Oprah. So, Chandler, I heard that Senator Kennedy died last night.
Yes, Senator Kennedy did die.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
So, what's going to happen now?
Well, now, they're not really sure what's going to happen. In most states, the governor would take over, a dead senator's place. But in the state Massachusetts, Wisconsin, and Oregon, there is a law that states that the governor cannot take over the Senate. So right now it's kind of open for options.
Okay. So now that the governor can't take over the senator's seat, who's going to take it over? Is there any favorites?
There's not really any favorites right now. It's still kind of up to the people. But there is former Governor Rodney, and he isn't taking over. He told, the Senate that he was not going to take over.
Okay. So, it seems like, can you explain what the Senate is to me?
Yes. There's three branches in U.S. government: the Congress, the presidential, and the judicial, the Supreme Court. Okay, so in the Congress, there's the Senate and then the House of Representatives. The Senate is like the people, or the Congress is the people. The House of Representatives is literally the people, and the Congress is the Senate is just so that it doesn't get out of hand. They're like the peacekeepers. So what they do is they kind of keep everything balanced, which would bring me to checks and balances.
Okay.
The checks and balances is a way to keep powers of other governments under control, of our federal government under control. So if the president wants to create any meetings with any other countries, he has to go through the Senate. Or if he wants to do anything with the military, he has to go through the Senate. Just so he doesn't create a dictatorship where the people don't overpower the government.
Okay.
So it's just a peacekeeping.
Okay. Thanks, Chandler.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back after this break.
Hi, and welcome back to the Ulrik Show.
Not Oprah.
So Ulrik, I taught you a little bit about U.S. politics and Senate. So can you teach me a little bit about Danish politics and maybe something similar to the Senate?
Of course. In America, you got three branches, where the Senate is one of them, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. We have three branches in Denmark too, and the one I'll teach you about is called Folketing.
Okay.
If a member of a political party wants to make a new bill, they can write it and propose it to the Folketing, and then they'll look at it and see if it needs any changes or anything, and then they can either vote for it in the Folketing, or they can send it out to the people for voting. So,
like how the Senate works is they kind of just can pass it along. They can't really do anything about it. They can either accept or deny it. Where the Folketing can they can change it if they think that there's something that needs to be fixed.
They do when they want a bill passed in the Folketing, it doesn't leave the Folketing.
Okay.
It always stays in there. They are not like the Congress or the House of Representatives or anything.
Okay.
It's the only institution or branch that can do the laws.
Okay. So basically, it's the same because it's like the middleman, but it's different because it has more of a role than the Senate.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now I'll give you a little bit of history of the Senate.
Okay.
The Senate was started as the people's house, so that the people had a voice in what was going on, without it getting too crazy. There's two senators in each state, and that is so there's an even opinion. So no matter how big the population is or how little the population is of the state, there's two senators.
Okay. So that's a very good thing about the Senate is that every state has equal power.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, but doesn't it? They have a lot of senators, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There's 100 in the U.S.
And being 100 senators, doesn't the process take long?
Yes, the process does take a very long time. So that is not the best thing, but it also is a good thing because they have more time to think and discuss what's going on. So there's more opinions and more views, so maybe someone can bring up an option that they didn't think of before.
Yeah, that's true. And then the good thing about the checks and balances is that the president can't take over the power.
Right.
Like President Obama can't go out and say,
I want this,
let's
I
nuke
want this.
the whole
Right.
world, and yeah.
Right, but he can't do that because the Senate will stop him.
Yeah.
If someone else doesn't stop him before that.
Okay. Well, the Senate sounds like a cool thing. It sounds like it is what keeps American politics like balanced.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's kind of just the middleman.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have like a role of stuff they're supposed to do, but it keeps everything in line.
Yeah.
So it does have a role. It's kind of a tricky little sneak attack.
Okay, that's all. Goodbye.
Bye.